Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. Lennon, Princess, Vax, how are you all doing? Hope everything's okay. 1 second. Let me go ahead and switch over. There we go. My camera's on. I see my mic levels going, so you all should be able to hear me. Hope everybody's doing all right. You know what? I'm in Discord, so I guess I might as well do a ping. Just wait for our BG3 is agonizing. So I am just going to stream early access until the game comes out. Chaotic Stubbs, what's going on? How are you all? Until the game comes out. Come join. And just counting down the days. Yep, same thing that I'm doing, Vex. Same thing that I'm doing. All right, oops. Let me make sure I throw this link out there. And, yep, bam. Damn, there's a lot more people on the stream now. On the, Discord server, I meant. Okay, let me spin up the game. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. You gotta use the launcher. Don't click on it directly. So give me 1 second. I gotta change this up. But I see the desktop sound levels going, so I know you all should be able to hear the game. Give me just a second, and I'll switch it over so you can see the game as well. Because I remember last time when we ran it, when I ran it directly from the desktop, it wouldn't sync up properly with Steam. So in fact, let me go ahead and remove that pin, unpin that, and instead pin the launcher. And then, there we go. Rhino, what's going on? Yep, agonize together. That's all we can do. All right. Go ahead and press play. And there we go. Now it's spinning up. And now we can switch it over to here. And you all can see that. So that should be good. Let me know if there are any problems. And then let me flip over so I can see the chat properly. And there we go. Now we should be in business. So yeah, I want to play with Paladin. Paladin is actually the class that I'm the most excited about out of all the classes in the game. Even though I am really excited about Warlock as well. I guess I'm really excited about Warlock from a story standpoint, being able to interact with your patron and things of that nature. But Paladin is the one who mechanically interests me the most. I really love the smite reaction system. And of course, it just looks crazy powerful. So really looking forward to how that all works out in the game. All right. So let's see. I want to be Damas. What's going on, man? Oh, that's right. It's afternoon for you, huh? Yeah, it's evening time for me. Let's see. I'm gonna play as a male race. I'm gonna go with Githyanki. Appearance. I think I was cool with the.
Where to next?
What was that?
Okay, sure. Male voice. That works for me. And then let's see. This is gonna be Falcon. So he's brother. What? That might be somewhat acceptable. No. He's possible. Let's do it like that. Smite. Absolutely. What's going on, Lennon? I really thought about Warlock, but I like Will, so I'll probably just bring him. Paladin and Warlock could work well together. Honestly, there's a part of me who's thinking that that might be my Will build. Especially since it syncs right up with him being a hero. Stream booted up after tabletop night for me. Awesome timing. That's awesome, Sloan, and it's good to see you, man. Threed, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Bunch of things is cool, but I just can't give up on that unique bard dialogue. Man, I'm looking forward to playing around with all the different classes. Finn from Larian Studios, he confirmed in an interview today that if you multi-class with different classes, all of your tags count. So, you know, it could really be to your advantage to have multiple classes on your person, because you'll be able to see a lot of the permutations throughout the game. Really cool stuff. And got me hyped to be a druid for rats and rats as a cat. When is the game coming out? August 3rd, I believe. Ring 1, 2. Is this the final game? No, Jorge, it's not the final game. It's still early access. Won't be coming out till August 3rd. Can't decide if I power through Wrath and Rise before Baldur's Gate 3 or wait a bit and not burn myself out. You know, I considered just trying to live stream Divinity Original Sin 2 and see if we could just power through that, and I just don't want to do it. I just want to be able to sit back and enjoy that game properly, so I'm letting it go. I am letting it go. Okay, so we're doing this as Falcon type Captain America. I want him to be older guy, basically a squirrel who's mimicking him. So I felt like Githyanki would be good for that. We're gonna make the his hair the red, white, and blue in honor of that. So let's see. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. I don't like, here, hold on. And then give it, there we go. Give it the blue. And then give it that graying highlight. There we go. And there's that red, white, and blue going on. Rob, thank you for the gifted membership, dude. Appreciate it. And the boss, hey, look at that. You're a member again. So you'll have access. I think there's about 15, maybe 16 recorded Pathfinder Kingmaker Let's Play episodes that you have access to now, dude. Appreciate it, Rob. Which class are your favorite for now? I love Warlock. I'm trying out Paladin to see how I feel about Paladin. And those are the ones I feel very strongly about right now. Yeah, I saw that. I wonder if a 11111 build will actually be viable. I don't know if it'd be viable, but there's going to be an achievement for it. yeah, Davey, it's right around the corner, but the wait is rough. There's a dude on Discord that plans on dual wielding crossbows in BG3. Wow, what? That's kind of crazy. I'm worried about Mox level being 12. Unless leveling slows down tremendously, I feel like we can easily hit level 10. I assume it slows down tremendously, so I'm not worried about it. In fact, I'm worried about making sure I get enough XP to actually hit max level. Spore Druid sounds like a blast. You know, I didn't look closely at that. I'm going to have to double check it. They only have... Unless you solo. Yeah. Oh, you mean in Act 1? Chimney? Yeah. So there's no way for you to, like, max out your level in Act 1. But we'll have to see what it's like when you get in further acts. Okay. No tattoo, no makeup, so I don't need anything else here. Class, he's definitely going to be a paladin. And I don't remember if I wanted him to have Oath of the Ancients, or what's the other one? What does this give him? Oh, right. So no, Oath of the Ancients. That's what I want to go for. And then that does give him the Mage Hand Cantrip, which we saw some of in the last stream. Very interesting stuff. Unique dialogue for the 12 class build would be neat. That'd be insane. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3-2 at the moment. Awesome. Do an evil playthrough. Just wiped out the Druid Grove. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Lennon, I've definitely played Disco Elysium. In fact, I did a review for it on the channel. It's got animal handling. I don't really want you to have Arcana. That doesn't... Intimidation appeals to me. Persuasion makes sense. Survival makes sense. I think I'm going to double up on athletics now that I think about it. I think I want to make sure he's absolutely someone who cannot be pushed around. Going to make a charlatan paladin. Makes sense.
Captain America, eh?
Yeah. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing lovely.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that. So I am in the Discord on the voice channel for anybody who wants to join in. So by all means, feel free. Just like last time, like I say, anytime I'm streaming Baldur's Gate 3, people are welcome to join in and have fun with us. If that Githyanki is Samuel Jackson, it could be right. Rob, what do you think of the updated emojis? Do you feel like they work? I think they look larger. It makes more sense to me when I'm seeing them and people are using them in the chat. Whereas before, I felt like when I had the words with them, it was coming in. It was coming in too small. Foolish, what's going on, man? How are you? You're not late. You're right on time. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it thus far, Dagon. So last time, I don't think I'm going to go Oathbreaker for this particular one because I'm not going to go Oathbreaker because this is more of a good guy run.
Oathbreaker Captain America doesn't make much sense anyway.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Just a 10 in dexterity, 14 here. I don't want to take a negative here. We've got 1 point just hanging around. So I guess I could put 1 point in dexterity. You know what? No, it's Captain America. I'll say he's got a little bit more wisdom. All right. And that, I believe, should handle everything for this class. Move. Whoa. They skill. Oh, they're saying I got another skill I can use. Oh, you know what? People keep saying that sleight of hand is amazing. And they're hoping that it's going to be harder to steal things from people in the main game. But you know, he doesn't have a lot of dexterity. I'm not going to mess around with that right now. Wait, he doesn't have... Oh, wait. Okay, no, I did give him some decent charisma. So he's good in that. So then, yeah, I definitely want him to have intimidation. Why did he... I thought he already had intimidation. Why did he lose that? That was weird. Okay. But he has it now. And he still has... persuasion. All right, so we got persuasion and intimidation. That's what I wanted. It's Captain America. He prefers the light touch, but if need be, he'll make it absolutely clear to you.
Who do you dream of at night?
Who do I dream of? I don't dream of a drow, but I'm not particularly interested in putting a whole lot of effort in changing you. So, you know what? It can stay like this. We'll put more effort into it if they allow us to change this character in the full version. Let's just go ahead and move forward for now. And pretty sure we've already seen this scene, so let's just go ahead and move forward. Is this the point? Is this point buy? You mean for the stats? Yeah, they don't let you roll for it. I have trouble keeping my oath. I lied to some goblins game. It's like Oathbreaker.
Finally.
Nice.
Free.
So what does it give me? Gives me Warhammer. That's interesting. Let's see. That does nothing. That also does nothing. Let's see. Mind Flayer Pod. This is super cool. The way this level looks is when it's starting out. And game is saving. That's fine. Isn't there? Let's see. There's that. There's that. Yeah, looks like there's nothing else here, right? Alright, except the little healing thing, which we don't need. Let's see, I got 12 hit points. Awesome. What is this? Illithid record, a mind flayer tablet. Elegant alien. Seems to bypass the eyes and project information straight into one's brain. Look at that.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your
Imps on a earth.
I'll take a health potion. I'll take a scroll. Yes, this is early access. I like the old dice roll for stats, but I get the other way is more friendly. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, in an interview earlier today, Finn said that they talked about potentially allowing people to roll their stats, but decided there were just too many permutations in the game, and so it just wasn't there wasn't a good way to allow for that, and so they decided to let it go.
So why'd you go with Githyanki?
Because I wanted to play as a Falcon who was actually basically a scroll. So a scroll who copied Falcon and Captain America, and I felt like Githyanki gave me the closest version of that. Spike Bull. Plus, in the interview, they talked about the type of the reactivity to the races, and it was mentioned that, of course, there's reactivity to all the races, but if you play as the type of race that people are not used to seeing, like Dragonborn or Githyanki, there's going to be more special interactions. And so it made me even more interested in playing as a Githyanki in early access, which is something I've never done before.
Yeah, I haven't really played as him either. I messed around with a couple mods that let me like skin change into different races, but that was pretty much it.
Right. They're, Move from a 9.0 to 8.0. Oh, you didn't like Jedi Survivor pick a main?
From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Storm, I don't know if Shadowheart's going to be my favorite, to be honest with you. Right now, Will is my favorite, but when I've played through all of them, I'll definitely do a video giving my thoughts on all the different origins.
For companions, Astarion is my favorite, but as for origins, I don't even care. Dark Urge is what I'm going with.
Well, Astarion is an origin, right? He's one of the origin characters as well, right?
Astarion and the Dark Urge are both origin characters, but
Right, okay.
Astarion is there regardless, so you can take him on as a companion. Dark Urge will only exist if you play as him.
Right. True. Got you.
I think Will has gotten a new voice actor, and they're changing around his story a bit too.
Whoa! The Githyanki get an option to just straight up destroy the brain. Destroy the intellect devourer while it's still vulnerable. Ha! Githyanki are peerless warriors from the astral plane. Known for their legendary silver blades and red dragon mounts, they seek the total destruction of mind flayers, whose ancient empire enslaved the Githyanki for millennia. Fascinating. All right, let's see if we can do an investigation.
Yeah, you get some stuff on the Githyanki in Neverwinter Nights too. They're pretty important to the main story.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, I never played the Neverwinter Nights series. DM, Wiver, what's going on, man? How are you?
You notice edema.
Yeah, you can destroy the brain as in the other races as well, but the Githyanki seem to have special interactions with them.
Got you. Interesting. Okay. Oh, so this gives you a medicine option, and you get advantage with it. Use the highest roll, and it gives you a 2d20. Okay, cool. Attempt a cerebral extraction. Let's see what happens. Hey, look at that. Ba-doop, ba-doop, doop. And one of them was good enough. I love this menu for your dice rolls. I think it's super cool. Super slick.
Yeah, seeing the actual dice roll around on the screen is very satisfying, and it makes it less tempting to just re-roll by reloading a save.
Absolutely. And I love the
making it more subservient.
I forgot what the name of the system is, but basically the one that lets you re-roll failed saves if you do something that's in line with your background. Being a creature.
Yeah, the
inspiration. Yeah. Notorious, you want me to destroy it? When I do my Githyanki playthrough, I'll definitely destroy it. When I play as Lae'zel, she'll immediately carve that thing up. She doesn't need it. But for this playthrough, if I remember correctly, it serves as like an extra companion and kind of helps you. So I'll keep it around. Oh yeah, TK, they completely redid Will. So new voice actor, they redid all of his dialogue. They changed around the way his decisions work, all that kind of stuff. I got a video on it that I dropped, I think it was yesterday, giving people the 5 reasons that they should play as Will for their first playthrough, and that was one of the reasons that I provided.
You should do an entire series for why you should play each of the origins.
I considered that, but I'm not quite as passionate about some of the other origins as I am about Will, and so. But I'll look at it.
So boring.
I am passionate about Astarion because I'm the idea. Whoa, why did? Oh, Murnut is dead now because I had to take his brain out. That makes sense. I am passionate about Astarion because I actually really love playing as a vampire. I used to love vampire, the Masquerade Bloodlines, and so I'm really curious to find out if Larian has created like an authentic vampire experience. That would be so cool to have in a game.
Well, I didn't expect the vampire bear situation, but
I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that. I'll let that go. But you know, all the rest of the stuff is cool.
If I was gonna play one of the Origin characters, it would probably be Karlach. Just because I usually try and make a character like that when I do custom characters.
Got you. That makes sense. What do you mean, a character like that?
Whenever I make like custom characters in like Pathfinder or other CRPGs, that's kind of like the template I end up aiming for.
Got you. Okay, interesting.
Freaky barbarian.
What scary, freaky, tiefling barbarian woman?
Yeah.
He aims for that specifically. Got it.
Apparently. Ty, thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying the content.
Tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's
Yeah, Larry confirmed you can hear the new voice actor. Oh, in the animated short. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I'll check out the animated short because actually that was one of the things I was wondering about. Like, how does the new guy sound?
What is this?
So how do you like him when you heard him? No, the game's not out yet, Wim. It won't be out until August 3rd. This is still early access.
I remember watching the short, but I honestly didn't notice Will's voice change because, for one, I didn't ever like actually interact with him in the game. Sometimes I just completely forgot to recruit him in the first place, but I'll listen to it again.
Gotcha. Okay.
I still haven't heard the new one, but I like the old guy, so I hope the new one's good.
Yeah.
Old ones seem to have more of a emphasis on the accent that
Once in command.
Yeah.
They sound very
good
similar.
accent.
Okay. Interesting. I would love to see your reasons. 5 reasons not to play Gale. I should do something like that.
There needs to be a video like that.
I like Gale.
Gale's so boring.
What? It's really cool.
It's boring, man. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I'm very
Bored
tired.
to tears.
I don't think his origin's interesting, but I like him as a companion.
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
think we've
There's a juddering in the game, Dagon. Like they make Karlach this beast of a barbarian who's like, I like cute things.
His voice sounds a bit lighter in the short.
Thanks, Wim. I appreciate it, man. We'll circle back when the game is actually out.
Well, one thing I'm actually like waiting for is I like how they made body changes, like where you can be like a buff build or a light build.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for that because I play a halfling barbarian, and I just want to be a thick halfling.
Yeah.
You're a dwarf. I'm not a fucking dwarf.
Yeah, in early access, I have a couple mods going so I can play as like a giant Goliath.
Oh, that's the race they need for like a DLC in the future or something. I love my Goliaths.
Yeah, and then it also for some reason included the like a Minotaur. So if you wanted to do that for some reason.
As long as we're not. Go ahead.
I don't need to know all this. I know turn-based combat. I know movement. That's fine.
They're probably the last person.
I mean, it would be. It would be fun to have a Goliath because imagine just having, playing with friends and 2 are Goliaths, 2 are halflings. You just start throwing your halfling barbarians.
Mortis is probably the last person who needs a turn-based combat tutorial. I'd say Slandon's close behind him.
I do what I can. Ooh, use a melee weapon for enemies near you on a range. Yeah, I know this. So I find it so interesting they don't force you to manually switch back and forth. Like whatever attack you use, it'll just automatically switch to that weapon. That's actually super cool.
Yeah, not needing a move action to switch weapons is quite nice. It makes the multiple weapon slots actually useful.
If you use like, you know, you lose out on the turn economy in Baldur's Gate 3, and it really feels like it really feels like it.
Oh,
it hurts.
All right.
Being able to get a bit of extra movement distance using jump is interesting too.
Well, I'm just glad it's not like the whole turn system isn't like Divinity. Not that I'm dissing on Divinity.
Oh, I'm dissing on Divinity.
Okay. You can diss on Divinity. I just like how it's completely different.
It's definitely different. Like I feel like this game has really put to rest all the people, and admittedly I was one of them who used to say, oh, it's just Divinity Original Sin 3. Like, no, this is definitely, at this point, it feels like it's completely own separate beast. DM, I have no idea who I'm gaming with. I'm just in the Discord server and people just jump in.
I was just about to answer DM myself.
So if anybody wants to introduce themselves, feel free. If anybody wants to jump into the game, I have a party member by now, so you're welcome to do so. It doesn't matter to me.
Hi, I'm Roman. I'm just this random talking voice. Hi.
No problem. For
I'm
games like
unacceptable or Streambot, Lord of Memes, as I have nicknamed myself.
For games like this, where it's possible for people to join, I'll probably usually jump into the Discord, so that there can be full-fledged conversation. Whoa. And anybody wants to jump in can jump in. Whereas with single-player games where I know it's only going to be me the entire stream, I probably won't be in the Discord channel so that people won't hear me, and it's much easier to follow.
Munchies, the link to the Discord server is in the description below.
Yep. Oh, by the way, if you all enjoying the stream, please hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. I do a terrible job of reminding people to do that. And White brings it up all the time, so.
Yeah, this is basically just chilling while we're waiting for the game to come out, so it makes sense that we're not too worried about distracting the audience.
Exactly. That's why usually I wouldn't be talking through cutscenes and things of that nature, but people already know the story, and the story is going to change from what's here anyway. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm
Demouse, by the way, the Australian guy.
Yes, Australian.
Oh, you're Demouse. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that. What's up, dude? Look at that. Clear the whole fire. And poison resistance. I don't know what that is. Our mind. An eldritch brain. Alive in perfect condition. Suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. Wow, that doesn't sound like I should have. But hey, I'll take it. I will take it.
I do love how gross all the illithid stuff is.
Oh, as it should be, though. I mean,
yep.
The first scene they show you is a little monster going into your eye and shit. Yeah.
Matthew, what's going on, man? Glad you've been enjoying the content, and glad you're able to join the stream. Yes, Baldur's Gate 3 is turn-based. Why won't it let me? What's the problem? Why won't it let me link back with my people?
And I remember showing my mother that trailer, and she's like, "Oh God."
What is the
yeah, I'm not normally keen on body horror stuff, but when it's transhumanism type stuff, it gets me. I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dragon.
If you
Sorry, spoilers for illithids, I suppose.
Do you have any tips for an investigator run? Sounds like a fun skill money. I don't have a lot of tips for this game yet, because I only went through early access once, and that was like at the very, very beginning of the game. So like I'm not one of those people who have like seen every nook and cranny of what this has to offer. So I got to go through it myself first before I can start telling people, hey, this is the way you should play. But don't worry, those videos will come out.
Yeah, your videos are good because they come out like after the game's been out for a while instead of during early access, so they're usually a bit more up to date. You know, you've got more influence from the
that's
community
why.
and that sort of stuff.
that's why I'm not really doing like reviews of the different classes and stuff like that. Like, I think it's really cool the way Mortismo Gaming is doing it, where he's talking more so about how do you handle it from a fantasy standpoint instead of like the mechanics. But for me, like mentally, I just can't get past the hurdle. Like, I need to have played the game, I need to understand the mechanics, and then I use that in my content when I'm talking about the classes. So that's why a lot of the videos that I've been releasing about Baldur's Gate 3, I keep it really much more general and about like news that's happening with it, things of that nature.
How's it going, Vagrant?
My headset is not up to snuff yet, so I'd spare you to be my potato quality, but it's no problem, dude. When you're ready, I'll be around.
About running an investigator, honestly, just explore before doing any big story stuff. Because you can find all sorts of references, and in early access, there's even one little note that changes how you go about the Druid Grove entirely.
Well, when they say investigator, do they mean like a character good at like investigation and perception, like a hunter of knowledge, I guess?
Yeah, my advice stays the same for that too.
I mean,
Probably going entertainer.
I was gonna say, if you want a good character to like hunt for that type of stuff, be a rogue that has expertise in investigation and like shit.
I really need to get a two-handed weapon. I do not like the sword and board paladin.
Well, if you're lucky,
I want to go all out offense.
You could jump from there. I think you could get to them if you use your bonus action to jump from. Too late now. I'm watching the stream and the delay's getting me.
Oh.
Well, if you're lucky, you can try and kill the big flamey demon guy with the Everburn sword.
That's right. I forgot about that. I actually do plan to give that a go.
You can try, but he's
a tough what's going on, man?
And the moment you kill him, 2 more Cambions come running in, so you gotta blitz it.
Yeah,
New chat, I'll check it out. Thanks, DK. Hope you enjoy the content.
Yeah, it's hard for me to blitz it. Like, I take the sword and I'm a halfling. I can't move much. So I'm having my party members throw me.
That's the coolest thing about playing halfling barbarian, I think, is being able to have your party members throw you.
But the
Wolverine playthrough.
The even better thing is, though, if you have the strength as a halfling, you can actually throw people as well. So you're just a tiny little guy, like, yo!
What? Wait. I'm sorry. The axe looks so small. I just assumed that it was a one-hander. Let me pull it up again. Hold on.
Yeah, so you can actually throw people.
No, it's versatile. This is it's just a regular one-handed weapon.
It's certainly a good little thing being able to see.
Yeah, it's just one-handed. 411, 413. Yeah. It's not special in that regard.
It's also funny, you can actually use the greatsword as a halfling, even though in like normal D&D, that's normally not a thing.
It's like twice your size.
That probably looks ridiculous in this game.
Oh, it does. It looks stupid, but it's also like good for you, dude.
Wolf, what up, dude? How are you, man? As always, your content has been fantastic. I saw your breakdown of the interview Sven did for Cold Carnage. Really cool information came out of there. I think I'm going to do my own breakdown as well. There are a couple of other things in there that I felt like were worth noting.
Yeah,
good times, dude. This wait is this wait is gruesome. So I'm just streaming the game until the game finally comes out.
Right now, he's doing a Captain America playthrough.
A strategy to kill the I'm doing a Githyanki Captain America run. So I've got it blue, white, and red hair. A strategy to kill the Cambion with the fire sword. You want to stand back at the rejuvenation pot and spam it so you fully heal revive. Oh, there's like a little trick to it? Nice. Okay.
Do any of you know the fan theory on the origins of the elephants?
No.
I don't even want to know. They're creepy, weird bastards that I want to learn in game. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm tempted to just go Dark Urge and just fully go down the path of evil. Of just Elephant and Urge.
I was tempted the moment I saw Dark Urge. It's gonna be my first playthrough.
Oh, versatile. Oh, so versatile means that it can be used two-handed. It's not about, I forgot what the version of versatile is using, but no, I want a huge two-handed weapon that looks like, you know, only somebody of my size would be able to pick it up. That's my thing.
Look at Wolf saying hi
So
to
that
everybody.
axe is not gonna, because damn near half of his pack is in here. Wolf owns the Baldur's Gate 3 audience. Like, if you're playing Baldur's Gate 3 and you have people in your audience who are interested in it, it's probably folks from this community.
He probably recognizes these people.
Right, exactly. He's like, oh, yeah, you're one of my members. Fancy seeing you here. Awesome.
You know, we're all just a bunch of nerds trying to enjoy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, man, maybe I should have given him some Arcana. Whoa! That was a bad idea. Don't you know, click on stuff. My bad.
Oh, did you
You woke him up, didn't you?
I activated the sacrifice cultist, apparently. Whoa! And my brains guy didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Sorry, guys.
Loki, what's going on, man? Saving Dark Arts to play through 2. Me too. I'm going to be playing with Will first time.
I'm going full no origin for my first playthrough.
Yeah, he said no origin.
No origin. Oh, custom character. Got you.
Yeah, fully no origin, not even Dark Urge.
You know, in that interview that Finn did, he said that he would only play a custom character as well, which I found really surprising, considering he's made this whole company that strongly focuses on, you know, origin characters. I thought that was really, really interesting.
That is odd.
Well, to be fair, though, you know how much he's probably played of all those characters that he made already?
That's true too. That's true too. While the flaming gray sword. Yep, I plan to get it, Celesta. Yeah, almost landed. Almost 3 years of early access. Wait, so close now. We're almost there. Saw your Will video. He is on the team for sure. Gotta go custom character for first run though. I can't be mad at that as long as he's on the team. As long as you see the value of him, all right? That the fact that PC Gamer didn't give him a cover really pissed me off. Look for it last I might open the lid.
Okay, so I'm putting this in non-spoiler for anyone who wants to see it. In a second, but it's with my halfling with the great sword you're about to get.
Oh goodness.
Nice.
Yeah, that is the cool thing with the change to the racial attributes. While it's annoying for humans and half elves to some degree, being able to play a halfling barbarian without being
it's like twice his size.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of time, the amount of replayability this game is gonna have is just insane. Like, not only the origin characters, but now you can take these races and just basically play them in whatever way you see fit.
Well, and that character's name is Beauregard Prim Manor, and it was my first ever RP anything character ever. D&D I'm like, it's called
empty socket.
To be
You
fair,
were talking about the replayability. Normally in games, I abhor start rooting over again. But here I did it just
did not want to see him again. I agree, Dagon.
I am definitely going to make either a necromancer or a monk my first time around.
I'm really curious about how necromancy is going to work in this game.
Yeah,
because I feel like there's a lot of games that just throw necromancy in, you know, to like please fans, but they don't really do it right.
Yeah, it's a unique school of magic and everything else.
That's my question. Every fantasy game that I boot up is, how's the necromancer in this game?
These boots have seen it.
Yeah, like I felt like Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous did it right, because it was just like once you did all the quests and shit.
My first ever
people you loved and shit. It was like, well,
My first ever actual like tabletop campaign I played in was the actual Kingmaker campaign. And I played a Diablerist sorcerer summoning like devils and shit to do my bidding. That was great.
Summoning classes are always the best.
Dars, the game isn't fully live yet. It's just easy access for now.
Well, like I played Pathfinder of the Lich on there, and I ended up sacrificing Wendigo, and I was like, my heart hurts, but I'm evil. I'm sorry. And she's like, you're not going to kill me, right?
Perfect. What's your hand on console? Sure.
That was a great impersonation.
Lich, Necro for the win and Rather Righteous. Lich was an amazing playthrough.
Yeah.
On the play tab, then Dark Orders, then all Origin characters, and then I still have all the modded playthroughs, plus all runs, just playing with different builds. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this game for years. There's just no question about it. I'm curious how long I'll end up doing content on it. Because I did content for a long time with Wrath of the Righteous, but I probably did it for too long. Like, I probably should have moved on to other things before I actually ended up doing so. So, we'll see how long it makes sense to stick with Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I loved your Wrath of the Righteous stuff. I listen to all through.
That's actually how I
appreciate it.
Content.
It helped me a lot when I started playing that game. It confused the hell out of me until I started finding your videos.
Thank you. I'm glad, and I'm hoping I'm able to provide the same clarity with this game too. I'm looking forward to making the content. Oh crap!
Speaking
I'm gonna have to agree with Rhythm that 5th edition Necromancy's not great. I think that Necromancy was a lot better in 3.5 and Pathfinder in terms of tabletop rules. 3.5 Warlock getting the Necromancy invocation was really fun.
I do like that you can actually animate the dead and stuff. Whoop, they're there.
The console.
Yeah, it's like if you kill a dragon and you have enough black obsidian on you can just raise the dragon.
I just gotta say though, I wish they would do Speak with the Dead like they did it in the movie on this game.
What is its purpose?
Yeah.
Ask him 4 questions, then walk away. Hello?
Speaking of liches, though.
Dagon, you said it's competing with Armored Core. Are you honestly considering putting Armored Core above Baldur's Gate 3? How many other people feel like that? I've never played the Armored Core series, but I keep hearing people talk about it. I keep hearing people talk about Armored Core.
Space.
For me, it comes down to which one comes out first. So when Armored Core was coming out before Baldur's Gate, I was going to play Armored Core first, but because Baldur's Gate's coming out first, I'm playing Baldur's Gate first.
I've never heard of Armored Cores.
Speaking of becoming witches, has anyone ever heard of Grim Hollow?
Oh yeah, I have it.
A transformation you can take. You can actually become a lich in the tabletop game.
Frosty, welcome to the membership. Glad you joined, man. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Appreciate you, dude.
I won't lie though, I'm kind of gonna enjoy if you can actually get turned into a vampire from Asterion.
I was wondering about that too. Like,
I want so badly to play a vampire.
Well, actually, it was kind of there's a certain person I watched that she was talking about it. If you let Asterion bite you twice, and then you go in the Underdark path on the boat, when it shows everything,
is that the only way to open
the narrator says you start to feel a lust, a hunger for blood, and you're not a vampire, but you let Asterion bite you. So I'm like, oh my god, are they alluding that you're slowly changing?
That would be cool if you could become a vampire.
Run it again.
Wasn't there a certain way that
that's interesting.
his stroke of
back to back? Does D&D have separate mechanics for you being a vampire? Like, is it possible that Asterion will get powers and abilities that other characters don't have?
Not so much in 5th edition.
Not so much in 5th edition, okay. Because what I really want is for him to become like a vampire lord. I want him to have a playthrough that's so evil where he can have the vampires basically just sack the city of Baldur's Gate. But I don't know if that's realistic.
5th edition is a lot better than 5th edition's a lot better than 3.5 in terms of like being playable. Like if you're, it's a lot easier to play and it's a lot better in a lot of ways, and it's much easier to understand that sort of thing. But it does miss out on a lot of those more advanced things, like becoming a vampire is a bit limited.
Got you.
Well, also when you
Death to Astarion, you're not a fan, Frosty?
Well, also when you think about it right now, Astarion is like one of the most powerful vampires right now because he can go into sunlight. He can kind of go through water. Yeah, it hurts him. And he can go in through buildings without being like, hey, can you let me in? So right now, Astarion is extremely powerful. Most vampires can't do that.
So Vagrant says 5e has Dhampir species. Those are as close as you can get to vamp. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right.
4th edition was hilarious.
Jovi, what up, man? How are you?
You could be a vampire. There was a vampire class, a vampire race, and a vampire feat. And a half vampire feat. So you could be a half vampire.
And it was the worst class ever.
What are you reacting to me being a Githyanki?
I am just a vampire.
Must I want
That's
something?
What your kind does.
It turns out Astarion becomes a blade.
It gives the enemy bloodless debuff and gives you happy buff. Well, then, if you being so I skip the overhype. Honestly, Loki, I've skipped the overhype as well. Like, I've made virtually no content for this game over the past 2 years. Like we were just talking about, I spent most of my time focusing on Wrath of the Righteous because I just wasn't passionate about this. I didn't jump onto the hype train for Baldur's Gate 3 until they did the panel from Hell where they showed the Paladin mechanics. When they showed Paladin, I was like, whoa. This looks really, really freaking cool. And then they started releasing a bunch of the other things, and then they had the last panel where they showed off the Dark Urge, and now, just in time, I'm fully on the hype train. Like, I haven't been streaming early access at all.
I won't lie, they got me hyped when they showed Kalak.
Yeah, same.
Yes.
So this quest line sees to become a full vampire. I hope so, Frosty. I hope I will be rewarded for doing the evil Astarion playthrough. Him and Thara, they deserve it.
It's nothing.
Yeah, I saw Karlak and my immediate thought was, I see you're a man of culture as well.
Well, it was like, it's one thing, like, yeah, she's a tiefling. Yeah, she's been through hell, but she has like a fucking burning metal heart or whatever.
Yeah,
the engine.
That fucking bat, that's like the Xena aesthetic as well. Great stuff.
And like when she rages, it's like, shit, things don't go real.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Troy. That's the other thing I'm looking forward to, seeing what the vampire Coven is like, and being able to kill his master, hopefully taking over the Coven. Like, I want to see what all of that turns into. I want to see how far they're really gonna go with it.
I mean, speaking of vampires, we're getting the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 thing in a couple of weeks.
We're getting the update, but I made a video on it, but I barely talked about it because I have no faith in it. I am not convinced at all that this is going to convince me we're going to get a good version of the sequel. And my issue is that they have not announced the studio, which makes me feel like when they do announce it, it's not going to be someone who gives me a lot of confidence. It's probably just the studio that either they were able to get to do this or the studio that paid them to let them do it. Not someone
happy if it's a no-name studio.
If it's what? If it's a what?
I'm
studio?
happy if it's a no-name studio, someone completely new. I'd rather see that.
I'm not, because that's what we just went through, and they the situation ended up being completely botched. What is this? A Hellsbore. Oh wow. Okay.
The last two video games of Vampire the Masquerade were utter poo.
Yeah.
Well, the visual
I'm starting to get like Duke Nukem Forever vibes after I started hearing Bloodlines like at any point in time. I've gotten so excited and then been let down so many times. I don't even care too much when I hear about it.
Like, I don't expect anything from Bloodlines, just like I don't expect anything from like a GTA 6 anytime soon.
I will not know failure.
Yeah.
It'll be out in a year or two. 5 years later.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, that's right. She can get a second win. Oh, and doesn't she have oh no, she doesn't have whatever gives her 2 action points. She doesn't have that. All right, fine.
Action points. Is this divinity?
Oh yeah. No. Ooh, how dare you?
We need to get out of here.
All right. The mind flayer's on our side, so I want to go after the commander. But I'll get the imp out the way first. Oh wait, isn't there a thing where like if once you kill all the imps or something like that, then a whole bunch of other people come out? I don't remember.
So it's more when you get up close all the way towards the command, like the helm, more enemy shows up.
Oh, gotcha.
Kind of defending the helm.
So can you just focus on these 2 guys and nobody else will come around?
No, if you kill the Cambion Commander Zalk, is that his name? 2 more big Cambions coming.
It's if you kill him or if it's been more than a certain number of rounds.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. So you can't just keep going at him forever and ever and ever.
And also, you got to worry about the elephant guy too, because eventually, if like his enemies dies and you haven't responded to his commands, he just like basically snaps his finger and your heads explode.
Oh, nice. Well, isn't that a source of comfort?
Yeah. So.
Oh well, that miss. Isn't that great?
All the rewards.
Damn.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be honest. Like, when I first tried to get the sword, it took me like an hour just to fucking get it because, like, I either died from the commander or the own elephant guy.
I actually didn't know he dropped the sword at first. I just one day decided, let me just kill him this time.
Is the commander considered a fiend? Let's see.
He's a Cambion who should.
Yeah.
How do you know if they're fiend?
Are you able to pull up their information?
I'm looking at his information now. Oh, there we go. Type fiend. There we go. Under his race. Excellent. So that means I can use divine sense to get advantage on attacks against you. Yeah. Action surge. There we go. Thank you, Felden. Okay, so it's a 2nd level feat. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't have access to it yet. If you kill the demon, you can loot his sword. Yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, Philippi.
Yep, and if you're a halfling, you can also wield it.
To strike.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that you always half sword with the great swords in this game.
That's like
what?
Half swording is where you hold the blade by the blade rather than just by the handle.
Yeah.
Why isn't she letting me attack him? Or is she saying that she can't? Okay, fine, whatever. And then that's a 9% chance, so that's probably not happening. What is the problem? Are they saying she doesn't have an action? I am so confused. Is this? Okay, fine. You know what? Let it go.
Not now.
Let it go. Apparently, it's whatever the problem is, it's just not going to happen. Guide and bolt. Let's try this again. Hey, 18 damage. Look at that. So just be careful not to kill him alone with just mind flayer. Okay. I will.
Ignore the
yeah, like if it's just a mind flare in you, yeah, he just like, yeah.
He goes ballistic.
Yeah, he basically has the worm in your head. Just kill him.
Wow, a critical hit only did 8 damage. That's deeply unfortunate. What does it do? Oh, healing radius. Okay, cool. And yep, that's all I could do. So let's deal here. And that missed, but okay. And then she will ascend. And yeah, what is this? Pommel strike, and then she's got the hamstring shot. Lacerate. Slash at your target's vital points to make it bleed. Hey, I assume you could bleed. No?
Now, when the game releases, is Calic, or oh my god, Karlak, is she gonna be a playable
origin character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
What about Halsin?
Halsin is just a party member. He is not an origin character.
Oh. I still don't know how I feel about vampire and bear.
Well, that you can only do that if you're playing as Astarion, right?
Yeah, I know, but like still.
Well, I suppose anyone who romances Halcyon can probably get that.
Does
scene.
it matter if you attack from behind? Too
What?
far for melee to get. Got you.
No,
Raphael,
I don't think
thank you,
flanking bonuses are a thing.
So, like, yeah, there's no backstabs or anything like that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop the sword if you have the command spell. Ooh, that's something good to keep in mind.
Oh, shit.
Take care, Jonesy. Usually find easiest way to send someone up when he's low health to trigger other mobs. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. So, one more good hit, and then, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and send Shadowheart.
Stay focused.
Yeah, so she's gonna keep going this way.
Got to
In
move.
fact, yeah, I don't see any reason to stop. Yeah, go ahead. Might want to get one right by the helm so you could jump out soon as he loses the sword. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm this guy with Pathfinder. Just want to say thanks for the work you put on those, man. Thank you, ZTM. Glad you've been enjoying them. And now we've got more company. That's fine. Does she have any? What is this? Oh, she's got a firebolt cantrip. So that does 1d10 fire. Oh, but it probably isn't going to be much use against you, right? You probably do well against fire. This does ability check. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue for now. Yep, she did 8 damage. It's like they were rewarding me for it. And ooh, oh wow, they put 3. Oh, so this one's dead. So there's 3 people over there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, she'll move forward that way. Good lord. All right, attack you again. Are you serious? Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie though. I was like so surprised like when they introduced the Dark Arts, and they're like, "Oh, you can help Gale out, you know, out of the portal." Just whip his arm off. I was like, "Oh, oh!"
I thought that was so freaking cool.
Oh, it was, but I was like, Jesus. I'm like, I know I don't like.
So mean to Gale.
Yeah, I'm like, I know I don't like Gale, but like, damn. Wait, wouldn't that make spell casting just a little bit harder?
I like Gale. It's a basic trope, but sometimes basic things are good.
He is an epitome of like.
Come on, my
Poindexter
Paladin is seriously irritating me right now, and he's still got 1 health. God dog it.
Like Gale is that epitome.
Thank you. And it's not. They're not gonna let me loot them right now, are they? No.
Yeah, you probably don't have an action.
Yeah, I don't have it. All right. Well, she'll be right in. Yeah, they're gonna try to attack her. I don't care about her health though, so it's fine. You can try to attack. Okay, she's gonna be right there in front. All right, she'll be ready. Yeah, you. Oh, look at y'all, still missing. All right. And the mind flayer is leaving? Oh, there's somebody else back there. Oh, okay. I was about to say, he's just gonna be like, yeah, I'm good. All right, and to ever burn. All right, and we'll take all of that. And with that, we will go ahead and make our escape. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's another full Cambion. Oh, yeah. Let's get the hell up out of here.
Yeah. And the fucking mind flares going like he's got this shit.
It's 2 Cambions, right?
Yes, 2 Cambions.
This is actually a great commander, Killerton. You could have such bad luck trying to hit him. I could tell. That was not simple. High AC and saving throws. Got you. Can only do with your main character. Oh, it has to be your main character. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh,
how's the story compared to Divinity 2? Better, a lot better, worse, a lot worse. I can't tell, Dagon, because of course I can't finish the game, but comparing Act 1 of this with Act 1 of Divinity Original Sin 2, I would consider them at least equal. Might even be better in full release, we'll see. But Act 1 was, if I remember correctly, Act 1, yeah, it was my second favorite act, right? I think Act 2 was my favorite, then came Act 1, and then came Act 4, and then the Act 3, the one where you're on the island, that's where the one I was like, eh. it didn't do all that much for me.
Larian still needs to prove they can do a good, satisfying ending, so it's still in question how this one's going to end.
Yep, we'll see.
The only satisfying ending I kind of liked was when you were playing Fane on Divinity.
Yeah.
To realize that bitch was your daughter the entire time. What was her name? Dallas the Hammer or some shit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do hope, Atheist, I hope they keep the sword in the full release as well. I think it's a great way to reward people who take the time to go ahead and attack the commander.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, because like it's good, but it's like really handy early on, but it's not gonna break the game long term or anything like that.
Absolutely. And you got to work a little bit to get it.
It's like cutting the dragon's tail in Dark Souls 1.
Oh. Like I could play Dark Souls 1. Yeah, it was ragey, but Dark Souls 2 was epitome just like the darkest of rage.
I've never played a Dark Souls game before. Didn't play Elden Ring, haven't played any of them. Because I usually play games for story, not necessarily for challenge. So I always felt like I wouldn't enjoy those games that much.
They do have a story, but it's more like you want to torture your soul.
Dark Souls 2 was my favorite of the Dark Souls games.
Yeah, but it was also the most glitchy.
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, Dagon, I know there's a lot of people who find Larian's writing iffy. I have no issue with their writing, but I do feel like the ending for Divinity Original Sin 2, there was a lot to be desired. So,
yeah.
Hopefully somewhere in those 17,000 endings of this game, they have a decent one. We'll see.
That, in all fairness, they're pulling directly from an official source material book from Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't like the writing, blame WotC.
I mean, I will say though, in Divinity Original Sin 2, I did enjoy the romances.
I enjoyed all of Losa's story from what I played of it, but I didn't finish the game, so.
I also enjoyed the killer elf assassin ones.
Yeah, look at that.
The Bill or whatever.
You're looking much better now. What do you have currently? 14 AC unlimited. Equipped by Captain Merit disadvantage. Okay, so scale mill, the ancients. Yeah, that's not gonna be. It's not gonna be any better. That's currently equipped. A dark ring. No, we don't need no dark ring.
The first time I did this, I didn't pick up Shadowheart on the beach. I actually just walked past her. I didn't realize she was lying there.
I've done that once. Yeah.
Wow.
Moving ahead.
And if I remember correctly, if you end up like progressing further enough, like she just like eventually wakes up. It's like, fuck.
Nice. Wait, hers laying right here in the middle over here? You missed that?
Yeah. I just walked past her.
That's hilarious. Hey. Well, I'm not gonna leave you, baby. Come on, get on up.
I like Shadowheart. She's got the right amount of attitude.
Yeah.
Davey, I played Cyberpunk when it first came out, but obviously it's been updated significantly since that time. So I'm actually going to wait until all the content has been released, and then we are going to do a live stream. So might happen late this year, but it'll probably be next year. Because we're live streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Who knows how long that's going to take. And then I'll probably do a live stream of Starfield. And so, hell, that might be the next few months of my live streams anyway.
Yeah,
but
definitely
sooner or later I'll do Cyberpunk.
Definitely anyone thinking of going back to Cyberpunk, you should wait until the patch alongside the expansion comes out, even if you don't want to get the expansion, because they're just completely rebuilding all the systems from the ground up, basically, again.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So we can take a bet on how long it takes for Slander to become an Oathbreaker.
Also, can we just discuss the fact that the free DLC was very disappointing, aside from the Edge Runner sign?
That which DLC?
Cyberpunk's free DLC, like the
Oh, yeah, it was just some like clothes.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Not
It
even
wasn't
good
all
looking
that.
clothes either. It was like a shiny red plastic
She must
jacket.
have run off without us. Seems like I'm more reliable.
I heard great
Yeah.
things about 5e, but world-wise, they kind of killed everything I liked at 3.5, so I kind of checked out. What did they kill world-wise that affected you, Dagon? YouTube account, what's going on, dude? How are you? My waifu. Rad plays similar D&D 3.5. So many hours to play with. Cyberpunk is amazing now. The expansion Phantom Liberty is all the content they have planned. Yeah, Jared, my understanding is not only, like was earlier mentioned, not only is that DLC coming out, but a massive patch that's going to change the perk system and a lot of the base content of the game is going to come out as well. So, and I know there's been a bunch of other updates that have not only stabilized the game, but fleshed out a lot of the systems and things you can play with. So I'm definitely looking forward to that playthrough. I'm pretty sure when I did my run, I mostly focused on edge running. So it was all about affecting people's cybernetics and using weapons that interact with my cybernetics. And so hopefully, I think I would just run that again because I really, really enjoyed it. So hopefully it's still viable after all the patches and updates. We should look for her.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the hacking playstyle.
We need to take care
when the
of
game
this.
came out.
Yeah,
First things
I
first.
just took
We
a
need
katana
supplies,
and just
shelter,
went on the.
most of all,
Yeah, I
Well,
would
that
send
too.
Devastan Katana in my first run as well.
Yeah, there's no challenge in a game where you can kill everybody just by making their head explode.
I mean, look, there's no
Davey,
challenge in
so
any build in
Cyberpunk has
Cyberpunk.
new endings. The patches are going to add different endings. I love the Cyberpunk ending, but I know everybody didn't. And it would be nice to have an actual good everybody gets what they want ending, which I didn't really feel like Cyberpunk allowed you to have.
The setting
It was
doesn't really allow
very
you to have that.
jarring to get.
I don't
Oh,
recognize
yeah.
this place.
It was very jarring to get like happy endings on everybody, and then have Takimura just chime in and be like, "I hope you go to hell, man."
Yeah, you should let him die.
Like me personally, though, I feel like Cyberpunk shouldn't have a happy ending because the world itself is just so fucked up. Like, how can you find a happy ending?
It's supposed to be bittersweet at best, right? And like there was a happy ending. The happy ending's the Nomad ending where you're just like, oh, I'm bailing. It's not like Night City's awful, and taking part in the system is a mistake, and that's the happy ending. Is the Nomad ending.
Yeah.
I guess to some degree, yeah.
But,
I can see
but
that.
I also feel like your love life in like that game is just terrible. Like you get happy for a second and then it's like just torn away.
Yeah, it was weird because the both of the like female romance options were good if you were like fine if you did the Nomad ending, but the male romance options kind of just like the ending sucks no matter what you do.
Well, like even if you do the romance ending where like the romance where you're dating the cop, it's torn away.
That's what I mean. Like the male partners, I should say.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Because
so
it's Carrie and
so
the
I
cop,
get as my
right?
smite now, and a slew of spells. Fascinating. All right, we're gonna go agree with the fighting, even though it doesn't.
I just feel like Love Life and Cyberpunk was just.
Especially if you're trying to go down the rogue route, and then poor Johnny just got dicked over there big time.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't fair to V. What do you mean? V's okay with it. He agreed to give me his body for this.
Yeah.
V's not judging.
Marking with a searing smite. Man, all of these things take concentration. Oh, hey, wait, here we go. Your weapon rings with thunder as you strike, pushing your target 3 meters away and possibly knocking it prone. Wrathful.
I just hope Baldur's Gate, if done correctly, gets like Game of the Year if looking at sleep. Knocking out of the park.
Mm-hmm. It'd be crazy to see.
Because it could definitely be a Game
River
of the
is
Year.
the cop's name. Yep.
If done right.
Yeah, and he's completely uninteresting. He's like of all the romance partners, he's by far the least interesting option.
Oh, that's right. That's a great point, Atheist. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so if you use spells, it takes up the slot you could use to apply Divine Smite. So, yeah, I'm not going to be using those spells. I might as well ignore it.
You say least interesting partner in that game, but he's the most normal and just trying to live the most normal life.
You gain +1 bonus armor class. I was looking at that. That is really useful. Of course, dueling doesn't help me. At protection, I'm not going to have a shield. It doesn't help me. So great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack with a two-handed melee weapon, that die is re-rolled once. Or I can help ensure that my armor class is higher. Armor class is more useful, right? Like, because even if I roll low damage, I could just hit him again, or hell, I might even add a smite to it to make up for the damage. But if my AC is too low to deal with the enemy, especially since I'm putting down my shield so I can have a two-handed weapon, okay, the armor class is going to help make up for the fact that I'm wearing a shield. Yeah, let's go with defense. You're right. You're right. That's a good call.
If they have great weapon fighting affect your smite damage dice or just your weapon dice in this game.
Well,
No time to dally.
What'd you say?
Oh, I just know there used to be a debate in the tabletop if you're supposed to be able to use great weapon fighting to reroll 1s and 2s on smite damage, or just the weapon die. And I'm curious about how they ruled it in the game.
Good question. Invoke duplicity. Summon an illusion to distract your enemies.
Also, just a tip here, which is what I did with a Githyanki when I played one. Just take what's her name? The other Githyanki's armor.
Lae'zel.
Yeah, her armor's really good. Just take that shit.
As a paladin, you're both a fighter and a cleric, so you really don't need her. So
yeah, I mean, just take her.
Pretty good shot. I end up killing Lae'zel very early on when I play the game.
Yeah, I don't think I can do a romance with her. I'm sorry, because she's the type that she reminds me of like a prayed mantis. You know, you have children and then she just fucking kills you.
Wow.
I've only played early access up to like arriving at the Druid Grove, and both just like with Lae'zel in the cage. If you can't deceive the tieflings to leaving, it's like, well, sorry, Lae'zel.
Wow.
Can't beat them, join them, and that's when you just blast her through the cage.
Yep.
Well, if you're like a barbarian, it's like, quickly, let's smash the cage and kill her.
Interesting. Okay, thanks, Rayclaw. I'm going to make a Paladin Barbarian for my first game. Half-Orc, by the way. Yeah, the Half-Orc is going to be it's so much more powerful now since you don't have your attributes tied to what race you are. So Half-Orcs they're the boss melee class now.
I hate that. So
take care, Atheist. Have a good one, man.
Also, so
like the way Lae'zel talked to me, so I left her in the cage. That's wrong, Princess.
What I was told with Cyberpunk is like the canon, like canonically, the male street punk bee is
never a dull moment.
No, that's not canonical. It's just that's apparently the most common that people selected, but there's no canonical bee.
Because if that was the case, they could have got. You know how when you do the first mission, everything, all the interaction with Jackie is a time skip.
Oh yeah.
For more like Netflix and anime adaptations, they could have done everything that's like between the actual playthrough and before that time skip as media.
Yeah. That would be neat.
So,
what are you asking?
So
I think he's saying that. Sorry, you go.
Because Edge Runner was such a big success, but the writers of it realized, oh wait, we killed all of our fucking characters. What are we gonna do?
Oh yeah. Or most of them.
I was saying, like, if they picked like a canonical life path in like Sex or V, they could use the time skip of your like friendship with Jackie as the source material for the game.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because
Yeah, I think that would add something to the Jackie relationship, especially if it was good. But I think it's too late now.
Yeah.
Like, if they wanted to do that, they would have had to do it before the game came out. And I think that having a canonical backstory, like canonical origin and gender for V, would kind of reduce some people's investment in the game. So I could see it from both directions. I think that having that, expanding on your relationship with Jackie would have made it hit harder. But I think they kind of screwed up a lot of stuff to do with the Jackie things. But I don't want to get into spoilers.
Jackie is just in no spoilers. Jackie is a complete
Low battery. Low battery.
Personally,
someone's got a low battery.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is that?
Listen, my phone. I have a home phone, and it's not plugged in apparently. So,
do we consider Jackie's fate a spoiler, considering it was in the trailer for Cyberpunk?
At this point, I wouldn't say, but you know, just to be safe, let's not.
Yeah, fair
well, let's not be dicks, just in case.
All right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, anyway, I feel like Adam Smasher should have had a bigger role in the heist mission.
What's going on, Florian? How are you?
Adam Smasher should have had more of a direct impact during the heist mission, so that your end fight with him is like a bigger deal.
Yo, actually, hold on, wait. That's an interesting question, President. I wonder if Dragonborn can use their energy breath in wild shape form. That would be crazy if so. I mean, I assume they gotta let you do it, right? Because there's no reason a Dragonborn can't be a druid.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. His entire physiology changed. He doesn't have that like spark in himself. He's just that animal now with his faculties in his mind. So personally, I don't think it would make sense.
Yes, but I thought that the special thing, the thing that made Circle of the Moon Druid special was they can still cast spells.
Best keep some distance, so this will be a short fight.
Yeah, but your breath weapon's not a spell; it's a natural ability. But when you change into a completely different type of creature, the only thing you get to keep as a druid is your natural faculty of like wisdom, intelligence, and charisma.
Yeah, we're getting back into like stuff that was debated in the tabletop because the class says you keep your race abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
But people are like, is being able to breathe fire an ability that should carry over to being a bear?
It should carry over because it's cool.
Agreed. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I was making a joke about. What if you turn Wild Shade into a turtle and breathe fire? Is that how dragon turtles?
Oh my god, that's how dragon turtles are born. They're just druids.
Yeah. It's the same argument of like, should I get advantage on poison saves if I'm a dwarf that turns into a bear? I don't know. Maybe.
Now,
damn, that thing hit me?
Now, this is a question I want to ask. How do you all feel about the whole ability scores not being attached to racism?
I'm perfectly happy with it, except that they screwed over humans, especially.
And they
Half elves to some
the
degree,
dwarves.
but especially. Yeah, but the thing is that the whatever dwarves they were, the shield dwarves, like they still have other racial abilities that make them potentially worth picking. But the humans are just awful now.
As someone who's super salty, you're not gonna.
To be clear, we don't really know that because all of the races are going to get racial features, right? And those racial features are going to be used to make up for the attribute scores that these races have lost. So
yeah, if humans get the same stuff that they had in when they showed them off at the panel from hell, then they've been screwed. So I guess they could change it.
But we didn't even see all of their racial features, though.
No, we did. They get 25 extra carrying capacity. They get proficiency in light armor, spears, and pole arms, and that's it.
No, that's not true. There's a third one. If you look at Wolfheart's video where he walks through all the different races, you can see that humans have another one that they can use.
Isn't that just the icon to say they have like normal vision? They don't have any other weird
I don't
vision
think
things?
so. It was like an icon that showed 3 arrows.
No, that's the carrying capacity.
That's the carrying capacity one. Huh.
Yeah.
If that's the case, if that's all they get, that is whack.
Yeah. Humans, like, at least before, they'd be like, oh, yeah, you got a +1 on all stat. Yeah, cool. You know, that's good.
I hope you're right, Slandered. I really hope you're right. My hope is that the 3 arrows thing is that they get the skilled feat for free, because that's a nice middle ground between variant human and what they currently have.
Yeah, to get 3 skills. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Does that technically make humans slaves to every other race? Hey, because you're a human, you get to carry all of our shit.
Wow.
On some races, I know what I'm like. Humans got wiped. Yeah, they might. We'll see. Get scared. All right.
Then again, that also kind of gave the half-elves a big nerf too, because it took.
Yeah, but
it does.
Yeah, half-elves got a nerf, but like they still have stuff. You know, like they still get the like faster movement speed and free stealth proficiency if you're half-elf.
The best human I wish they would have put in would have been the human variant.
What does that mean?
Overpowered,
I keep hearing people say human variant.
Variant human is basically a sub-race for humans, where instead of having +1 to all attributes, you have +1 to 2 attributes, and you get a feat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they have lower attribute scores, but they have a feat, essentially.
And it always gave those types of humans just a little edge.
But because of how impactful feats are in 5th edition, being able to have a feat at level 1 was so good that it was like, oh, everyone just plays human. It was really the reverse problem.
It was, every min-maxer was like, well, you gotta be a human if you want to have, like, the best possible build. So... Except for, like, very niche things, like some of the races that kind of got nerfed going forward.
I just,
Warforged were also overpowered.
Like, when I first played 5e, I just did the thing no one expected. I'm like, I'm going to be a halfling barbarian. Sounds like this. He's 2'9" and 130 pounds.
He's a human bowling ball.
Oh yeah, he's a complete butt nothing muscle. And I played for an entire campaign, lasted for a year, and at the end of it, he had a fucking axe that gave him skeletal burning wings, and he had an offhand glove that gave him electric, like lightning coming off of it. And he also had an 8th level spell.
See, that interaction you can do right there at the story, and I always love. I love the type of attitude he's got. Is that sappy, like preteen attitude that you can easily fix with a slap to the face?
Yeah, I don't know. I still hate Astarion personally. He's such a noble prick.
I enjoy Astarion in the same way I enjoy Daeron, but I'm also not going to shed any tears if I end up killing him.
How much have you seen of the cutscenes on this patch? Asking because the last time I played it was evident they never playtested with dark skin. My wild magic sorcerers turned into a shadow sorcerer. Interesting. I'm definitely not used to seeing this game with dark skin. So before I played as a tiefling, and even then we kind of just bounced around into some different things. I didn't really get deep into it. And of course I just started this Paladin playthrough. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see, because honestly, when I look at the character creator, I feel like from the standpoint of creating someone with black skin, it's the best character creator I've ever been a part of. Like the amount of different shades of black you could put in is incredible. But it's going to be very interesting to see how much those shades were taken into account when you're actually playing the game. Because of course, when you have darker skin, lighting is a huge thing. So that's definitely something I'm going to be looking at in my review. I plan to go through my first playthrough as well. And so, yeah. But I haven't seen anything that like looked wrong to me yet, but I haven't seen a lot of the game with this kind of skin yet either.
It is really interesting. Sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say something I just noticed, Slander, that is kind of interesting. You know, Astarion just got behind you and put a knife up to you.
Yeah.
If you're a halfling and you do the exact same thing you just did, he doesn't do that. You just see a flash of steel. You turn around and he's holding a knife at you. He's like 5 or 10 feet away. He's just like, eh.
Nice.
Yeah, the skin color thing is interesting because I remember when Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and all these people started freaking out because you couldn't make white characters properly in Mass Effect Andromeda. You could only make black characters. It was really funny seeing all these people who'd never experienced that before in their lives, being like, "Oh my god, this is a tragedy for the ages." It's like, well,
he's not wrong. For the longest time, you could make nothing but a black character. It was like, okay then.
It just didn't look
That's
right if you tried to make a
hilarious.
light skin character at all.
That's hilarious. Wow. So Ray Claw, there was a dark skin bug and then they fixed it. Okay, interesting. When your character is fighting for his life. He'll be all right, Dagon. You have it backwards. They took me prison just like you.
So,
Mind twists.
is it just like a secret Githyanki like invention that is known as manic panic?
You try to hold the memory, but it fades to
That
the
is
word.
known as what?
Manic panic. I'm looking at your character's hair.
Oh. That's because that's my nod to Captain America, the red, white, and blue.
Apparently, Githyanki's invented splat.
Could have got some white in there by putting the grain setting up.
Where's oh, that's right. She's got some guidance. Yeah, let's put some guidance on it. Oh, we probably don't need guidance, but we'll put it in there anyway.
I just can't imagine how some people want to do the Lae'zel romance, because I'm just like, she's just gonna backstab you.
She won. She won the poll. I did a poll. Who is Shadowheart supposed to romance? And the community decided it was going to be Lae'zel.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see. So my live stream, when the game comes out, I have to play as Shadowheart. She has to be chaotic good, and she has to romance Lae'zel. That playthrough is going to be an absolute shit show. Without question.
Well, not to mention, trying to get Lae'zel to be good is going to be an uphill battle the whole way.
No question.
Your community is really trolling you with that one.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, yeah, they're laughing at your expense.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt, but that's all right. I'm going to be the guy to bite the bullet and find out whether or not it's viable.
Well, it's going to be really interesting also when you play Will, and if you try and romance, oh my God, Kalak.
Oh, Foolish said, I think this was referring back to how the scene looked different when you were a halfling. He said you need to succeed on a perception check for that to happen.
I did, though.
Right, I didn't. I failed my perception check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rhythm played known female through an EA run, dark skin, thought looked good. Awesome. Okay, cool. Jared, think the colors look fantastic. Thank you. So did I. I think it works quite well. You said all the right things.
You know your Githyanki's probably make fun of in GIF world, though.
I'm sure. Yeah, Midwest. Wolfhard is amazing. Love his content. Shout out Romance and Lae'zel is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to it. I think if nothing else, I'll get some good content for you all.
Oh, it's gonna be a ride, that's for sure.
Now, a thought just occurred to me here. So, going off of solely what the player's handbook says for the L's for 5th edition, it says they always tend to run some form of chaotic in their alignment. How, based on that, how is Jaheira a lawful good character then? If by race they are known to be chaotic.
Someone that can control these things.
Is Jaheira lawful good? I thought Jaheira was neutral good.
She's neutral good.
Yeah, because she's a druid, so she has to be neutral. Well, at least in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
In Baldur's Gate 2, she's neutral. We'll see what she is in 3, but I don't see any reason why they would change her.
Yeah, the racial alignment preferences aren't like a strong thing in D&D, at least not anymore.
I hate that.
Oh, you wanted me to romance Astarion, Rob? I might still end up doing it. Who knows? Lae'zel might be the type who was
Rain Man.
she's not selfish. She might be one of the ones who's open to a poly relationship. If so, I might throw Astarion in the mix. We'll see how it goes.
Well, let's
Also, it's possible you fail to romance Lae'zel.
Yeah, I mean,
this is true. This is true. Everything's a risk.
I don't know. I just don't trust Lae'zel, the one being behind you and she's licking your fucking ear. I don't know. I don't trust that woman because the lick of the ear and the dagger to throat.
The fact.
Lae'zel's the first party member getting killed. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Or disengage.
I don't know. Just Lae'zel is just. I don't trust that character at all. Like.
She's interesting. I want to keep her around, but I'm not going to fight for her.
Yeah, right. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, if she decides to stand against me, I won't squibble.
The thing is, when you when you have those roughneck type of characters, if you do get them to trust you, they're the ones who will be loyal to a fault with no problem.
Oh my god. I don't know if this still happens, but when probably about 5 months after the early access came out, I was playing with a friend, and he was playing Lae'zel. Well, he's playing one of his characters, and we just picked up Lae'zel. He decided to shove her off of the platform where you're walking down and you see the dragons fly.
That's rough.
And when we end up crashing the ship and getting off of it, her dead body is right next to you.
What is the one?
He made the correct choice.
How do you get the menu to pop up where it shows everybody together? So if I just press I, it just comes up with one person.
Oh,
how do you get it where it shows everybody?
That should be above your character. Above your character. Like above of your picture.
Oh, there we go. Party view. Oh, tab. Okay, so there we go. Thank you. Yeah, we'll put that on you. Who's got the higher? Oh, wow, you've only got a 15 AC. Interesting. So yeah, defense was definitely the way to go, as opposed to Shadard, who has a 17 AC. So she's really the one who serves as our shield, as our tank for right now, at least. Okay, interesting. And you all have anything else I'm interested in? You've only got a 14 AC. In fact, actually, you're the one who specializes in dexterity stuff, so you can have that. And yeah, okay, cool.
Well, it's like 2 p.m. and I haven't even had breakfast yet, so I'll catch us later. I'll probably jump back on later afterwards.
No problem. I'm only going to stream for another hour, and then I'm going to be checking out anyway. So take care, Duke.
See ya.
Druids can only be true neutral unless they're changing for the game. Interesting. Honestly, if it wasn't for the mechanical requirement, Jaheira would have been neutral good.
And I just wish I could be the druid.
Tab key. Gotcha. Thank you, Troy and Rob.
I wish I could just be the druid in the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I want to turn into an owlbear.
I agree with you, Foolish. Like, Lae'zel doesn't bother me because I actually appreciate it when a person is just straight up and direct with me. I never have to wonder what she's thinking. And for me, that's a pretty huge comfort. Lae'zel always says, hey, this is what I like, this is what I don't like.
I'm willing to try anything with evil women after Windowog in the Pathfinder game.
Hey, I loved Windowog. Eventually she became loyal.
Whoa. The mind flayer is by himself. I thought he's supposed to be surrounded by a couple of other people when you find him. They changed
he normally is, but yeah, they changed it.
They changed it. Okay.
The dying gate. The foul thing.
Because he normally is surrounded by a bunch of merchant and fishers.
It's light armor, Troy.
If only you didn't feel.
LT, what's going on, man? How are you?
Compassion.
Lae'zel's going to grow on as it opens up. Maybe wrong. Could be Rhythm. Hopefully, as you get to learn more about her. Yeah, he's an elf. All elves are backstabbing gits. Wow, and that's one perspective. Pretty sure you can turn into an owlbear in this game. Yeah. If you're a druid and you focus in on wild shape, yep.
Oh.
So let's see. I assume he's gonna. Does he attack me if I get too close? Let's find out. Give in to the emotion.
The poor creature is on the brink of death, but there's still time. You'd give your life to save it, to nurse it back to health. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Intelligence. Concentrate on its thoughts. But that's just a regular 1d20. But you know what? Hey, we'll add this bonus to it.
You
and
can
keep it
do
moving.
it.
Let's see what happens. Bam. Man, having a character with guidance on the team is a must.
Lusting
Oh yeah.
that is gone.
For a long time, that's the only
Then its
reason I
claws
kept
back
Shadowheart
with a
around.
vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience.
Not to mention, at the time, I played a
Giving
Githyanki, and she
sustenance to survive.
does not like Githyanki.
Hey. Oh no, Princess! I was a huge fan of Windor. She was my favorite romance in the game.
Oh, same here.
What? Submit to the field, lean in as for a kiss. What? No, we're not doing all that. Wisdom, resist the intrusion. That's not happening.
Do it. Do it. Yeah.
Oh my God! I might actually lose this, even though it's only a 5. Are you kidding me?
Do it.
Apparently I am doing it. Oh, look at his tentacles reaching out too. This is disgusting.
Hey.
And he's probably gonna suck a bunch of my blood and do something terrible.
I mean, a lot of sucking, that's for sure.
And for the first time in your life,
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, does he kill me? Did he kill me? Oh my God, your party has been defeated. Son of a bitch. That's rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
he takes your brain.
Wow, that's what happened. He sucked my brain out of my head.
He sucks your brain out of your head and eats you. Like, eats
Good
it.
Lord.
That's hilarious.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
And
All
they're just
right.
sitting there watching.
And that's that.
Yeah. He sucks your
Let's,
brains out, and then he gets enough strength, and he has the tadpoles, and your friend's head kill them. So it's like, oh.
Okay, so won't be doing that again. Let's give this another whirl.
You heard it here, everybody. Elephant romances do not work.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to you.
You could, and compassion.
Yep.
Passion.
Well, I mean,
No, you should be
Lae'zel is
furious.
obviously a better option
And you
than
deserve
the
to be
elephant. I
punished
mean,
for
I'll
it.
give her that much.
You should be whipped.
Oh,
Coming
there's
to
an
bow before this creature
item
in
nearest to the
shame.
druid camp pictures that can give you
It's
guidance as a
possessing your
cantrip.
mind,
Ooh.
forcing you to
Interesting. Invisible, incredibly
it.
dumb captain.
But then the
He
feeling
wasn't dumb. He
slips.
failed to check.
The
All right.
creature's
It's not
mind
like
seems
I
to focus
selected the
elsewhere.
option to kiss him.
Yeah. He rolled in that one. It was
Yeah,
like, well,
I rolled a 1. It happens to the
Your
very
fate
best
is
of us.
decided.
You is died. I like how your companions just what? Yeah, who watches someone just kiss a mind flayer? It seems like a Starhead or Shadowheart would just be like, I don't think this is a good idea. Pull back.
He is a
Pull
pretty
back.
handsome mind flayer, though.
Wow. Take advantage of the lapse. Break free.
The monster lies exhausted.
No, the commander must just know what he's doing, man.
His wet
Clearly you weren't paying
pearls
attention.
radiate malice.
I can't wait for more of these type of idiots in full game. No, then we're gonna avoid the type of idiots in full game. Thank you very much. Close those eyes forever. Nah, we're not leaving it alive. Yeah, come on now.
Well, my
No, sir.
my thing is, what I'm really curious about is I wonder if you like do the full elephant choices, like when it comes to talking, is like towards the end of the game if you actually just become an elephant.
Right. So when in my Dark Urge playthrough, I'm going to leave him alive because I'm going to do everything in my power to become a full all-out mind flayer. And I want to see if I can meet him later on and if, he feels any sort of connection to me. I mean, probably not.
Like,
but still.
like, hello, master.
All right.
No.
Did we? No, we didn't loot these people. Okay.
Yeah, but like, I doubt
supplies,
any
maybe.
of these characters, like romance-wise, will ever beat Wendigo in my heart. Because romancing Windowog,
Yeah.
romancing her is just like, it's such an uphill battle, but it's like so satisfying at the ending.
It is. Waypoint discovered. Where the heck is Gale?
I think Gale is around this pass. Like down this road.
I swear you could get Gale before you hit the
There may be even more that survive.
Oh, hold on. My boy's calling me. I'll be back.
Yep. I swear you could get Gale before you hit the Druid camp. But I might be wrong about that. You do not even have to talk to him. You could just attack it from a distance. Oh, that's true too. Oh, but come on now. Where's the fun in that? You got to stomp his brains out after he brought you on that ship and did all that other nonsense to you? Nah. I like to throw things. A caustic bulb and watch him die slow. See, that makes sense. He dies after a bit of time. He's not healed. The mind flayer is interesting. Go back to the portal. The waypoint? It was over here, right? Whoa! Oh, okay. I feel like that's different than the way it used to be.
That's unexpected. Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An intellect devourer nibbling at your ear.
Oh, wow.
Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
You're not psychotic, princess. I thoroughly enjoyed Romance the Camellia when I did an evil run. You have to walk right up to the waypoint. Okay, cool. Interesting. Maybe similar commit when it comes to high in the dark city. She might be similar to her LT as far as holding a secret, but I don't think she'll be as similar personality-wise. Well met. You're on the ship as well.
Very same. A traumatizing experience, if an instructive one.
By trauma, suppose you mean the thing they put in my eye? Exactly.
Yes. The ocular penetration by an illithid tadpole, which
Ocular
landed our soul
penetration.
things snuffed like strands of weave caught in dead magic. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you?
Hey, I got a little bit to me. No, I'm no wizard.
Pity. But that'll have to wait. The primary need now is a healer. I take it you recall the insertion of the parasite?
Yeah, you got options for what you could do with that hand, Rob. I'm really looking forward to getting that interaction when I play as Dark Urge. I recall it, yes, vividly.
And you know what happens next? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric?
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Foolish. How do you feel about the max level being 12 in BG3? I feel like I'm not going to know my true feelings on the subject until I actually play the game. Offhand, it sounds low as hell. But I also understand they're adding in a ton of different ways for you to progress in this game. Of course, there's the usual gear, feats, and spells. But there's also the illithid powers. Seems like there are some other things that happen that are going to make you feel more powerful as you go along. There's supposed to be a significant difference in the type of things you get access to in Act 1 or in Act 2 and Act 3 as opposed to Act 1. So it's not all, your sense of power and progression is not all just tied up in your level. And so from that standpoint, maybe it's not going to hurt so bad. But we'll see. I can't know without playing through the game.
Then we'll have to find one. And fast. You and I are in a whole lot of trouble. We need help. And I'm not sure where we'll find it in this wilderness.
So earlier I was
How
showing
about we
a friend
embark
of
on the
mine
quest for
some
a healer together?
voice clips of Minsk and Boo from the original games because of just comedy gold. And I'm sitting here wondering why his voice
Then,
sounded
without
so
further
familiar.
ado, let's be off.
So I did some figure out who his voice actor is. He's Winnie the
like
Pooh.
you keep some
Yeah, he
interesting
is.
company.
He is. He's Winnie the Pooh. He went through an extremely bad divorce where his wife said a bunch of crazy things about him. I don't remember what all those things were, but it was enough where basically a lot of companies felt like they couldn't work with him anymore. He's cleared his name since then, but the stigma has kind of stuck. And so that's why Mercer ended up being put into the role. Really kind of unfortunate for him. But yeah, he's Winnie the Pooh, and I'm pretty sure there's one other like major well-known character that he, what'd you say?
Pete from Mickey Mouse.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that he's known for.
And the guy who played Tsar also sounded familiar. The reason I found that out is because he was the original Megatron in the original Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo.
Nice. Featherfall. Do you collect all gear, or are you sending only certain things to camp? I mean, I collect all gear because I'm the type of guy, I like to outfit all of my companions. So if it's useful for anybody on my team, I'm keeping it. They're gonna need a romance, not sea life. I absolutely love the way the main character stands and listens with appropriate facial expressions. It seems like the magic items are increased. Yeah, it definitely seems like it seems like this is going to be the type of game where you can really fill out the character sheet for all of your team, and I'm really looking forward to that. 12 is just a number until we see the total game, in my opinion. To some degree, it's just a number, but we know this game is supposed to be at least like, what, 150 hours? So 12 levels over 150 hours? Yeesh. Is this still early access? Yeah, still early access. Even if I got the full game earlier, I wouldn't be able to stream it so early. Love Boo, yeah. We're going to go for the eyes, Boo. Come on now. You got to hear that line. Gotta hear that line. It's not Minx if he doesn't do that line. Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Nah. Gotta have it. Oh, wait. What's this? Why do I have... So I have 2 spells. Wait, sculpt spells. Automatic see that and take no damage from these spells. Are these the... have the cost to learn... some spells from spell scrolls, right? So are these the spells that my allies they'll take no damage from? All spells requires spell slots to cast unless an ability stats chose. Right. Why do I have these 2? What are these 2 for? I'm a little confused. And he needs something like Misty Step or something like that. Allow him to get up to a different place with that. Oh wait, jump. Touch a creature. Could he touch himself to triple its jumping distance? Oh, so this is how you get him to be able to jump to certain places. Okay. Always grab for Featherfall. Yep, I got it. Because they will react if your allies are falling. I feel that Lae'zel is carbon copy from Window. Maybe they are long lost twins from a different realm. Yeah, it gives me that same feel. Kokon is playing the Senate of Nuber. Yeah, I saw that. Craziness. Customize. We already got Featherfall here, so I guess we don't need it here. I don't understand why I have 2 separate sections where I'm choosing spells. That's confusing me, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Which bolt? Yep. Okay, cool. All right, fine. And there we go. All right, now I want to get to Lae'zel. I don't know where she is, so I guess we'll just keep rolling. Saw this Rogues Morrison.
I'll take that.
He's too much just to recommend it. I think that if I remember correctly, yeah. There's the whole facility over there, but I want to go to the Druid Grove first, so we'll deal with that later. What's this?
Does broken? Must have been here a while.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I think up here is where the tieflings are, right? What's this? Smash cage.
Another broken trap. Who made these things?
Yep, here we go. Here go the tieflings.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous.
Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
You again. Get rid of them. Holy hells.
Yes, darling.
Another one.
Playtime.
Damn. Immediately? And go for the attack? Prepare spells what you currently have equipped. Right, but I don't understand why in the other menu it doesn't treat my prepared spells the spells that I already have. It's almost like it was trying to say, hey, you can select these again if you wanted to. Why is that? That's what I didn't get. This is usually 5e rules, right? Yep. Because you are learning 2 new spells, and the ones with a whole bunch of spells are in line are the ones you have prepared already to go adventuring with. So you press K, you can change a bunch of spells you know. Okay, interesting. Those spells where you free levels up. Okay. Do you guys prefer real-time with pause or turn-based? I prefer the option where I could do either one, which is one of the reasons why I love Wrath of the Righteous so much, because I like the way you can flip-flop back and forth. If I have to choose one, then usually I prefer turn-based because it allows me to just be able to kind of chill, figure out what's going on, and know that each move I make is the one that I actually want to make. But obviously, it can make the game much slower that way. And so I do kind of appreciate Pillars of Eternity for the fact that since it is real-time with pause, you're just going through it. You just got to roll with the punches and make things happen. Let's go ahead with this intimidation, see how we can do. Oh, it's only a 5? Yeah. We should be good on this. There we go. Boom, boom. Boom. Lovely.
Demaze.
Come, Mesa. Now.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Good Lord, lady. Now that they are out of earshot, sure. Does he have a bow? Yes, he does. There we go.
Observe.
Enough dawdling. Get me down.
You hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
Where? How do I thought. I swear you like. Oh, you got to shoot out the bottom. Interesting. There we go.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses.
Lady.
But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. You will join me.
But you really went right after and then went out of rest. Being strategic.
Our people possess the cure for this infection.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness.
Same with Drow.
Don't let her take advantage.
I do like a straightforward woman. I'm good with it. Ooh, you get Githyanki unique dialogue. Nice. I welcome our alliance, kin. We will seek out a creche. Oh, locating a creche will be wise indeed. Where might we find one?
The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. This means a creche is near.
I honor our alliance, kin. Let us seek a creche.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Wait at my camp, we can speak there.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Calm down, lady. Sloan, I've had a couple of people ask me about that subject. I probably should make a video on it. The thing that's interesting to me is, one, I don't feel like this guy was really trying to like slander. No pun intended. I don't feel like he was trying to slander Larian Studios or trying to pull them down. You know, I think it was more so just trying to stay from the standpoint of a developer. Like, look, this isn't something that most studios are capable of.
Take your...
I feel like it's a legitimate concern when it comes to console games, because I feel like with I feel like with CRPGs, we're much more used to small developers and developers who don't have a lot of resources, and we're used to still appreciating their products, right? And appreciating what they have to offer. Whereas I feel like with console gamers, I don't believe that they appreciate those small independent developers as much as we do. And so there's a greater concern of them feeling like, well, the big $200 million studio type games, that's the way all games are supposed to be. So I think it is a discussion that needs to happen, but I don't feel like it really applies here. I don't think it applies to the original market that Baldur's Gate 3 is really targeting, right? Which is essentially the CRPG gamer. If that at all makes sense, you know, that's just kind of what makes sense in my mind.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah.
I think a lot of gamers are well aware of the difference between a AAA studio, which Larian is now, and like a little studio like, you know, something like Pathfinder or Pillars of Eternity.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to like imply anything about the guy that originally brought up the point when I had posted that. I was just curious about your thoughts on it.
I don't know.
Open the gates.
We're not Githyanki and Tieflings are playable, but not Asmar. You know, I was looking at a list of D&D races and just realized, like, wow, Asmars aren't in here. And it is kind of an odd omission, especially since you can play as a Githyanki. I'm good with it. Because, again, I love the fact that you can play as a Githyanki. So it works for me, but it is interesting to note. Don't keep her waiting. She's scary. Well, in fact, yeah, it's probably time. We'll probably need to go to camp after this anyway. Oh, that's right. You got to hurry up, or these dudes get slaughtered. Ooh. Lordy. See, this is a time when you really need a fireball. Look at you. Oh, wow. There's a lot of these creeps. And now they're not even letting me see what you're doing. I could just see my health going. Oh, snap.
Way for the blade of frontiers.
Are you kidding me?
There is no escaping the blade.
Well, that's unfortunate. Snow, what's going on? Yeah, I'm still out here, still enjoying things too. That's just real Boo. Only Boo would rule. I'm really curious to see if there's a way to talk with Boo. You know, the way you could talk with animals. I'm absolutely going to try that out once I finally meet Minx. Here, just down, help them or use the help. Interesting. Okay, so. Does he have the health act? What does that do? What does that actually do? Remove certain conditions such as burning, downed. So it literally picks it back up so that he can oh my God, that didn't do what I wanted it to do, so that was unfortunate. But hey, we'll pick you up instead. Okay, so you're not downed anymore. What is your health looking like? You're faded out, so I can't tell. Oh, you've got 1 health. Well, isn't this wonderful? Okay. I guess, yeah, Starian. I'll send you up here. Fine. Do you have a streaming schedule? Usually I stream on Monday and Wednesday evenings starting at 9 or 10 p.m., something like that. But I might... Come on now. Why didn't you just move up? has.
Take you.
There we go. And is that all you could do? Oh no! Oh, that's a bonus action. I didn't even notice that. Very nice. Yeah, I definitely plan to stream more often than usual once Baldur's Gate 3 comes out. I'm just kind of playing around with it right now. Reactions and responses to certain events you could trigger. Did I get a reaction? Oh. Well, I have Divine Smite. I see. That's why. I have Lay on Hands. Is Lay on Hands bonus? No, Lay on Hands is considered an action. But I could be in a bad spot, so I better go ahead and just use it. Wait. So greater is 2 Lay on Hand charges. I have 3 Lay on Hand charges overall. So yeah, here. Go ahead and give that to me. Excellent. Look at that. Look at that. All right, now. He will head towards this action.
That's be on my way.
The random number generation. Some of these fights is brutal. I'm seeing that. Because there's no way he should have just obliterated me in one shot. That was rough. Wait, are we still in the Sword Coast in BG3? I think so. Boo's not an animal. What do you mean? Yeah, he is. What do you mean he's not an animal? He's a miniature giant space hamster, which is an actual racist spelljammer. What? So Sven said that there is something special about Boo, and that you might not be able to just talk to him the way you could just talk with other animals. So I guess that's part of what you're talking about as well. We shall see. To let nature hear all nearby allies. Oh, well, he's fully healed anyway, so he doesn't need that. I'm recommending nice. There's a lot of cool CRPG stuff that I'll take off. Also, no, yeah, I play King Arthur. I did 2 or 3 guides on it, and I did a review for it. So yeah, I'm absolutely well aware. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. All right, wait, what happened? There was 2 guys up here. Oh, the other one's hiding behind here. Okay, cool. You know what? He's gonna, because he can't reach them, right? Path interrupted, yeah. Oh, wait, and will they let me do this yet? Oh, that would bring him around the other side? Nah, he's not doing all that. So he'll come around here.
Smart.
And you know what? That does make sense. That's fine. Help distract things a little bit so they're not all just, good lord, yeah, he's getting blown up. Blade of the Frontier is heavily needed. Yeah, these dudes are getting... Oh, did he just kill him? Oof. All right, you.
Keep guessing.
Not going well at all. Why did it just went into the ground and it won't let me pull it out. All right, you. Ooh, 8. And she doesn't have any level 1 slots available. So yeah, he's gonna have to.
Onward.
He's gonna have to lay on hands himself. Meanwhile, he's got 7 left. He's got 7 left. He's got 7 left. And he's got the best. Yep, there we go. There's supposed to be something where you can like throw it down, right? Instead of using it. But when I right click, it doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure how I throw it. So I'll leave it alone. You'd have to throw a healing potion with the throw action. So wait, oh, I see. Oh, so you click that and then you click, okay. Now that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, that gives me some help. I really want to start, damn. It's not gonna let me reach him. So Cleave's not gonna help either. So I guess I just get as close as I can. And then I'm still missing 6. Oh, that's right. He's got to cure wounds, but it's going to take one of my slots. No, I'll do this instead. Yeah. There we go. All right. And
on Gale yet?
Talk to the hand. Yep. I got a full squad right now, in fact. Woo! Ray of Frost.
Where was Gale?
Huh?
I said, where was Gale exactly?
So when I dealt with that mind flayer, there's basically only one exit out. And so right there's a waypoint. If you walk close to that waypoint, then Gale pops out of it and starts talking to you. How far through early access have you gotten? I just started this playthrough today. I started around 9 o'clock, so I'm maybe 2.5 hours into it. Game looks buggy, but this is early access. This is not the final build for release that we're going to get on August 3rd. So yeah, there's still things going on and issues, but it's not indicative of what you'll experience when the full game comes out. 1d10. This is 112. Yeah, so 55. Critical miss. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my God! And of course he ran like a peon all the way up there. The way this camera moves around during attacks is so weird.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even know what Will just did, but I'm a fan of it. Okay, finally, Astarion will start being able to contribute something here. So this guy, what are you doing? Come on over. This guy, he's got to stop with this nonsense. I should have snuck over here. I think if I had snuck over here, maybe the cutscene would have started a little bit later. But it is what it is.
So is this your first playthrough of this, or?
It's not my first playthrough overall, but the first time I played was when early access first came out. So much has changed in the game since that time. It's basically like it's new for me.
Oh, okay.
You get an eye for inventory and right-click throw healing potions as well. Oh, okay. I think I will have Carlock focus on throwing weapons. Are you going to have small characters so that she can throw like halflings and whatnot into other people? See, if you click that axe, it will take you to a different tab where you can see all the items in your inventory that you can throw. You can even click that action and select something nearby that you could throw, like a person, for example, if you're strong enough. Nice. You could target characters with the portraits up top if that helps. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
So the thing is, you don't even need a halfling. You can throw somebody of the same size.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You same size.
Wow. Yeah, Rayclaw, it seems like it's doing this camera every single time. I think it's because it's up on this hill and the camera doesn't know how to handle the higher plane, but it's all right.
Even as a halfling, I was throwing people medium sized.
That's awesome. I cannot wait to play around with that. Woo! Look, well, we finally did something.
Well, another great thing, something I noticed today, I threw my main weapon by accident. I threw my great axe as a halfling, and it ended up critically and killing them. I was like, oh.
Nice.
Actually, it was actually on the bugbear you were fighting, the one big ass bugbear that was in this fight.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. I turned off the dynamic camera on my playthrough. Help the tongue with the bouncing camera. Oh, so you can change the way the camera is. Interesting. All right. Long rest. Yep, I'm aware I can do it, but we won't do that right now. I will check this bow and see if it's better or worse than the bow I had. Take that. It's a ritual staff. Oh, you know what? I might have Gale take a look at that, see if the staff is better than what he's using. think it'd be cool if the wizard the tiefling talks about in Baldur's Gate ends up being Edwin. Yo, I really hope Edwin is in the game. He was one of my favorite characters. It's better to start on top of the hill for this encounter, FYI. That's what I figured. Like, playing through this, I was like, my positioning is not quite right.
So
it's cool.
What's the big guy that comes out of the mimic in the trailer that they did?
Oh, Minx.
Minx. Okay. So what was he? I never really played the first two.
Oh, you didn't play the first two?
He was a ranger.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
Well, let me just say this: the first Baldur's Gate was made before I was born.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh, okay.
See,
yeah, I'm 38.
Yeah.
I'm 28. Funny enough, I learned to read playing Diablo 2.
I actually taught myself how to read playing from Fallout games.
That's awesome.
I couldn't learn it in school. They were terrible at it. So I taught myself by playing Fallout.
So I was
Nice.
3 when the original Baldur's Gate came out.
Honestly, I didn't get into the Baldur's Gate series until much later. Like, I started, I've always been a huge fan of BioWare games. And
Yeah.
so I really started with Knights of the Old Republic and Jade Empire. And then when Dragon Age came out, I was like, okay, I'm absolutely hooked on this. And so I was like, all right, so what are some other BioWare games that they, come out with that I haven't played before? And that's how I got introduced to Baldur's Gate. So I didn't play it until like years and years later. And even then, I only kind of played around with it. I didn't do like a full playthrough until the enhanced edition came out.
Yeah. Yeah, the original Baldur's Gate was actually same year my brother was born, 98.
Aradin didn't make it.
And then Baldur's Gate
Pity.
2 came out.
But he
in
might have got more of my
September
people killed,
21st.
if not for you. Thank you
Yeah.
for your help out there.
Yeah, I was, so fun fact about my birth, I was born the day after Dale Earnhardt died.
No, you're all good, foolish. Information dump is not a problem. Also annoying. Every time I use an action, I send it on my character, which was super annoying.
So, it was less the developers of the games I played, it was more the world set. That's why I played Baldur's Gate and all of them at such a young age. I never finished any of them by any means. Still to happen to this day.
Well, another game series I love.
Princess, what did you think of Baldur's Gate 1? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say another series I love because it was made by Finnegan is Pillars of Eternity. Love that series.
I like Pillars of Eternity because Matt Mercer was basically everyone.
Well, yeah, he really was.
And I mean, even in the second one, Critical Role basically dominated all the voice acting roles. Like,
They were a free DLC pack you can install.
Oh yeah,
oh really?
Yeah.
That they had Grog, Keyleth, that they had all the season 1 characters.
I really need to play the first one because my friend got me to just play the second one, and I never played Pillars 1 yet.
Pillars 1 was actually better than 2 because of the castle building system.
No, Pillars 1. I haven't done my review of Pillars 2, so I haven't really done a breakdown in my mind on this. So I have to come back to that conversation. I love them both, but I'm not sure which one I put over the other one. I feel like they both have pros and cons.
Oh, definitely.
I should
warn you. I like the whole
visitors
aspect of
are
being
no
able to
longer
build
welcome in
build
this
up your own
grove.
fortress in Pillars 1.
Whatever your
as opposed to having
business,
it
I'd
taken
see
away
to it
from you
quickly.
and then spend
The
the
druids
entire
are
time
forcing
on
everyone
too.
out. This
I
attack
agree that
will
was awesome,
strengthen
and I
my
agree
resolve.
that building up your ship wasn't quite as cool. It wasn't on that same level. But I also feel like Pillars of Eternity 2 had some really, really great pluses that Pillars of Eternity 1 didn't have, especially the production values. Like, just about everybody is fully voice acted in Pillars of Eternity 2. That alone makes it like puts it several notches above some of what you experienced in Pillars of Eternity 1. Because not only were all characters not voice acted, but the voice acting was very inconsistent. Like it would just cut in random sentences that didn't really make sense. And it was a very jarring experience trying to go through that dialogue.
Yeah. Also,
what
game source were... What game did they base use for the platform for Pillars of Eternity? Wasn't it Pathfinder?
What do you mean? What game?
Like Baldur's Gate was used in different editions of Dungeons and Dragons for their mechanics. So I was.
Oh, they built it from the ground up. So like it's got some Dungeons and Dragons in there, but basically they created their own system. Like that's part of the reason why Josh Schroyer is so respected.
That's probably why I struggled with understanding the game so much, is because
it's absolutely why you have trouble understanding the game. There's nothing else you can look at that'll help you understand those mechanics. Either the information in that game is enough for you or it's not. And that's actually the reason why I took the time to like break down all those classes and to make the new player's guide and all that kind of stuff, because I know anybody who comes back to that game in preparation for Avowed, they're probably going to be confused because they're going to be like, I'm used to D&D. This isn't really D&D. It's just not.
I can't wait till Avowed comes out.
There have been several attacks by different monsters.
I don't know. I think the recent round of trailers and look at the game, unfortunately, it harmed the game more than it helped it. I think there are a lot of people who feel like it wasn't consistent enough with the original CGI trailer that was released. And on the one hand, I understand Obsidian's standpoint. They're like, hey, that's a CGI trailer. You shouldn't be using that to base what the game is actually going to look like. But on the other hand, I do agree with some of those other people that, like, one of the things that I really loved about the first Pillars of Eternity is that it's such a grimy, gritty world, and that it looks so gritty and realistic. And they kind of went away from that a little bit in Pillars of Eternity 2. Pillars of Eternity 2 is a much more like cartoony type of look, even though it still looks good in its own way. But that CGI trailer, to me, it was like, oh man, they're going to get back to the grittiness and the grind and the realism of the look of Pillars of Eternity 1. And it made me really look forward to it. And then when they finally released the trailer, I'm like, no. This is Outer Worlds. This is clearly Outer Worlds, and so that's not the same. And so on that level, it's like it's kind of disappointing, but I'm still going to be excited for it. I'm still going to play Avowed, and I'm sure I'll do a bunch of content for it.
Well, I feel like Pillars 2 was the big thing. Yeah, they went away from the grittiness, but they really wanted to give you voices to the characters.
Yep, and they did a great job with that.
Yeah, like Aethys, Talos and Jaffe did a wonderful job on Aethys, the god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Another game I'm looking forward to that I really hope does good, like the first one, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma. Yeah. I know there's going to be a lot of people who are excited about it. I really enjoyed that game, even though it's not the usual type of game that I would play. Stefano was devious, but I was fishing for compliments. I did not play Baldur's Gate 1 when it was new. It was all about Wing Commander Prophecy and Civilization 2. It was not until my cousin pestered me into trying this copy of BG1 that I developed a love. Got you. Interesting.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't have played it when, it was new. Did I just discover a waypoint? Must have been.
All right, hold on. So first of all, I keep hearing these voices. There's some people who talking up here, right? I seem to remember you got to convince these people not to leave. I hope the people who died out front weren't anybody important. All of them didn't die. Only some of them. Oh, you know what? No, because if you rescued that guy, they would have had an argument out front, right? Or
right here.
But there was no argument because they're already dead. Well, I'll make sure that this is properly done when I come back here.
Our lady have not now.
Yeah, they would have had an argument right here.
Yikes.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
Take care, KJ. Have a good night. But the overall story and companions of one were so much more fun to experience. Paladin, are you talking about Baldur's Gate 1 or Pillars of Eternity 1? That is basically medieval Outer Worlds. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. Which, you know, I'm not as down on Outer Worlds as some other people seem to be. But, you know, if it had been my choice, I probably wouldn't have said, hey, the next Pillars of Eternity type game, base it around what they did in Outer Worlds. Like, that's not the route I would have went. But, you know, it also, if people do things exactly the way you expect, it prevents them from being able to surprise you. Maybe I'm about to be surprised and find out, you know what? A Pillars of Eternity game that's basically based around what Outer Worlds does is exactly what I've needed all along. We'll see.
Also, we can expect, with not immediately, but within a few years, Critical Role releasing their own games, because they're releasing their own freaking tabletop art role-playing platforms.
This is true.
Because they're trying to break away from WotC in D&D because of all the scandals going on with that.
All the nonsense. Dragon's Dogma made you respect the kinds of monsters that Final Fantasy has you slay by the dozens. That's a fact, Brian. Absolutely. When the rare hits a creature with a weapon attack, it receives a 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. Sure, my Paladin can probably make use of that. Why not?
That's not what I said.
Oh, calm down up there.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And
what you mean go away? I've been quick saving like we're quick saving all the time. In fact, I just quick saved right before I entered this conversation.
The ritual will be complete.
Sometimes I quick save instead of doing full saves. That might be why you think I'm not saving enough. We're looking down the grove.
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day. We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
You said the regions are run by monsters. They won't survive by themselves. They have, seems like most are tieflings. They'll be fine. They have devilish powers. He knows about
Ignorance is agony, my friend.
Ah!
I'll include you in my
Oh,
prayers.
that was...
I better get started. For your sake.
Ooh, at the end of
Need
the
anything
conversation. What
Just
do you
some bits and bobs I no longer need.
All right, what you got? Ooh, he's got some interesting stuff. All right, arrow of ill matter. What? Oh, wow, that's an arrow. It's a 3-pronged arrow that prevents a target from regaining hit points. Interesting. Oh, that's the arrow of ice. Not bad. Arrow of roaring thunder. Shoot an enemy with an exploding arrow. Target's caught in the blast or possibly pushed back 5 meters. Oh, so it doesn't do extra damage. Then we got a bunch of scrolls. Ooh, a scroll of invisibility. You never know when you might need that. A shovel. We probably need a shovel, right? That's probably how you dig for things. Thieves' tools. I believe if you just loot enough stuff, you'll be fine. You don't need to buy those, if I remember correctly. We'll see. Leather armor +1, so Asterion can probably make use of that, but it's 1260 gold. That's not happening right now. When the wearer stands in certain surfaces, such as fire, and casts a spell that deals damage, the target also suffers the surface's effects. But that means that you would have to take the damage from standing in that surface, right? So that probably isn't all that helpful. All right. Ooh, an elixir of fire and giant heal strength. Ooh. I'm not one for Gale, but I feel this excessive critical role opened up the floodgates for far too many changes to the tabletop scene far too quickly. I don't know. I feel like it's all going to level itself out at the end because people will make it clear, hey, this is what I like and this is what I don't like. So I'm not particularly concerned, at least right now. I feel like everything will be okay. Take that. Warhammer, I don't need that. Yeah, you could take that. You could take that. Yeah, this is 1d6. This probably doesn't feel that much. Just a regular battle axe. I'm good on that. Skull Revivify. Grease I might use. Firebolt I might use. False Life, sure. Chromatic Orb, probably not, but we'll keep it around just in case. It's a plus 33 profit. Yeah, the rest of this I can't really get. So yeah, we'll trade. Oh, that's right. So you can. So I wonder, can you? Is there a way to donate things? How do you get his attitude up? Can you? Yeah. So that just sells. So there's no way for me to just say, hey, I want to give him that. Here we go. Is that what that just did? No, it still sold it. So I wonder how you're supposed to get people's attitude up.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
So here's the other question as well. All right, if we go all the way up here,
him stuff for free.
It didn't look like it was giving me that option.
I care about our lives.
But it might not just missed it.
Trade. See at the top, there's that little toggle.
You just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
If you switch it to barter, you might be able to
anything else?
Stuff.
Let me see.
Of course.
So when I'm in the menu, I see trade or barter. Well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let's see. We don't want to give up rope. Let's give him some potatoes. What? Here. No. I don't need here. There we go. Oh, yep. That moved it. Okay, so that's how it works. Interesting. So, all right, when I do this again, pick up all the trash. Pick up everything that you have, and then you can just donate all that trash when you see him. Excellent.
You would choose strangers over us.
You would choose strangers over us.
Also, I believe the higher the value of the item,
I'll not gamble our
the more it'll move.
Futures
Yeah.
on people who are as good
I
as
haven't
dead.
tested that yet.
We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Quote me on it.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
I mean, hell, you did just quick save.
Oh,
Try
you're
giving
louder.
them that
That's fine,
expensive
Tilly.
ass sword. See how that reduces.
That is not happening. You have to switch to barter. Yep. Thank you, Munchies. Appreciate it. Wanted to look at it to check before I brought it up, but apparently Sawyer says that he considers the Pillars games his most creatively compromised. Yeah, I did a whole video on that, Sloan. There's a video on my channel where I actually walk through his comments and play the actual audio where he does it, where he says that. Yep.
Oh, that's my mistake. I forgot that was a video that you had made.
No problem.
I was thinking, it's a video that I saw Mortem do. Man, let me look that up. My bad.
No problem. Nope, all good. I love CR, but Dimension 20 has overtaken them as the best live play show out there. Interesting. If I had to choose a DM, I'd pick Brendan any day of the week. So what makes Dimension 20 better? They will die. That is as it should be. Ooh, where the weak have need, the strong have a duty. Stay. Ooh, look at the Paladin. I like that. Where the weak have need, the strong have a duty. Stay.
I honestly believe the
just like I was saying, I don't
the
want all
D&D
these lives on my
platforms
conscience.
are
We need
different
to
in their own
stay.
way. Like Matthew Mercer has a darker, grittier take on his DM,
Fine.
whereas
Okay.
Brandon
We'll stay.
Mulligan has a
If we
lighter,
survive,
more
it'll make for a good
carefree
story, I
DM
suppose.
style.
Got you.
Almost more comical.
Okay.
I'd die if
But
So it makes it more entertaining for you?
Well, that too, but like I actually find
get
Matthew Mercer's DM entertaining too. I'm just getting stagnant on critical
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary.
They're in everything.
You should clear
No,
off
it's
while
not
you
even
can.
that. The current campaign's characters just aren't appealing to me.
If we left,
Got
we could
you.
at least make a run for it.
Okay.
Like campaign 2, there was Laura Bailey's character Jester, who was a tiefling trickster that loved causing trouble and painting certain body parts all over, religious statues all over the place.
I got you. Interesting.
And now she's playing
Go on.
a purple-haired sorcerer with a southern accent. Yay.
I got you. Interesting. Deacon, what's going on, dude? You joined in just in time for when I was about to leave. Hope you had a good Sunday though, man. All right, y'all. This will probably end up being my more consistent schedule. So starting around 9 o'clock, hopefully, but 10 o'clock at the latest. But I'm gonna have a hard end time of 12 a.m. And that's gonna allow me to be able to stream, but at the same time, making sure I'm going to bed early enough where I'm not dragging the next day and where I don't feel like it's impacting my health. So basically, 3 hours in the evening on weekdays, and then on the weekends, I'll jump in whenever I can. That'll probably end up basically being my streaming schedule moving forward. So slowly but surely, we'll chip right through games. But I hope you all enjoyed the streaming session today. I really have fun with you all. Really appreciate you all being able to tune in. And more than likely, I'll be on tomorrow evening. So I look forward to seeing you then. Sloan, thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate you. Had a great time chatting Discord with you. Thanks for the great stream. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Glad you had a good time, man. Yep. Appreciate it. Talk with you as well. Yeah, absolutely. Laura Bailey's character in C3 is basically her character in Pillars of Eternity too. Yeah, I got you. Well, I hope you have a great night. Sleep. Yep. Good night. Yep. Take care, everyone. I'll jump back on tomorrow evening. So I'll definitely put a posting out on the Discord once I'm back on. But until then, hope you all have a really good Monday and see you later. Take care.
Good night.
I'm just surprised Liam O'Brien's not playing an edgy character this playthrough.
Take care, princess.